Hi everyone, welcome to this special class. My name is Schoen and I'm here with yoginiology.com. And so today's class, I'm doing it on New Year's Eve, but I think it's a really great class that you could do anytime during the year when you need to feel like you need to refocus or just get clear again on what it is that you want, purpose, all of that good stuff that we tend to think about at the beginning of the year or at the end of the year. So in this class, the goal is for us to generate a lot of heat, not necessarily just in order to generate heat, because sometimes that is the purpose of a workout, right? But more so in the idea that when you generate a specific kind of heat, and I'm thinking of kind of like a pot of something boiling, when something gets so hot, the elements begin to change, and you are left at the end with the true essence of what was there in the first place. It's kind of getting rid of all that excess and all that extra stuff that we don't necessarily need. And so I invite you to take this practice as a way of boiling down to the true essence of who you are and what it is that you are called to do on this earth, whether today or tomorrow or for the rest of your life. And rather than setting lofty intentions and feeling bad about things that we've done in the past or our failures for this year, things which can kind of make the new year a little melancholy sometimes, I want your intention for this class to be very much being present and really not caring about all of those little minute details of ourselves, but becoming so present that we just act with our gut and start to just do, right? So more doing from this space of our true essence rather than worrying about losing weight or, being more productive or all of those things. That'll come when you're in that essence of who you really are. So we're going to start class with a meditation and a pranayama, and we're going to end class with a meditation and pranayama. So this first one we're going to start with was taught to me via Carrie Ann Moss, who's a wonderful actress, but also she's a Kundalini yoga instructor. And this is a challenging pranayama or breath work, but it's super, you'll see it when you finish it, you just get kind of dropped into this space of meditation. And so we're going to do this breath for 2 minutes, and then without much guidance, you're just going to kind of fall into this place of meditation. And I will chime the bells when we're finished with the meditation. So I'll let you know when to stop the breathing, and then when the meditation will end. Okay? So the breathing, you're going to find a comfortable way to sit. It can be a little intense, so if you need to stop at any point, take a rest. You can do that. It should never feel though like you're hyperventilating or not getting enough air. If that is, then you need to kind of tone it down a little bit, okay? So find a comfortable seat, something where you're feeling tall and powerful. You're going to take your hands up like a Y and then make thumbs up. And the breath is a very powerful exhale through the nostril. So you're not focusing near as much on the inhale, although it's happening. It's passive, and the exhale is forceful. So you can hear me do it a couple times, and then I'll start the 2 minutes. So it looks something like this. If at any time, again, like I said, you need to stop, take 10 seconds, take 20 seconds, and then come right back to it. So eyes will be closed, thumbs up, arms are powerful, and it's just this quick exhale out through the nose and a passive inhale. Okay, so are we ready? Here goes our 2 minutes. So as you do this, can you keep your face relaxed? Can you keep your jaw, the back of your neck relaxed? Focus on the exhale out through the nose. feeling easy, although it's powerful, it's an easy breath. And your inhale is passive. There's a little bit of a pulling in of the belly as you do it. You're about halfway there, 1 minute. So feel as if you are stoking the inner fire in your belly, starting to ignite that, which is something that we'll keep working with through this hour practice that we do. So it's almost like you're fanning the flame. And with the thumbs up, it's like you're plugging into the universe. It's like you are asking the universe to give you that true essence. We have about 10 seconds left. When you're ready, exhale, release the hands down into your lap. Take a few settling breaths and then just drop right into a meditation. And if meditation to you is something that is very foreign, drop into a place of stillness, of just examining how your energy has changed, examining how your mental state has changed or not, and just processing what has happened in those first 2 minutes of our class. Go ahead and start to slowly open your eyes. So let your intention for today to be present, to be powerful, and to work on building this inner fire so that you are reminded of your true essence and strength and beauty as you enter this new year, or if you're not practicing it on New Year's Eve with us, as you enter this new stage of your life or the next day or wherever you are. So we're going to remain seated. You're welcome to change the seat that you're in to get to something that is maybe a little more comfortable if you're feeling you need to switch. I'm going to stay kneeling, and I'm going to actually come into broken toe pose, which is toes tucked underneath you. So if you'd like to do that, it definitely adds a little bit more of that fire we're talking about. You can, of course, come out of this anytime you'd like. So this is another kind of Kundalini move. You're going to take your arms out to your sides, level with the floor. And you're just going to let the fingers kind of come in naturally towards the hands. You're not making a fist, but you're not also forcing them straight. So it's just a very natural curve of the palms. And from here, you're just going to simply rotate the arms back and forth. It's a little Jane Fonda. It's like if Jane Fonda did Kundalini yoga, right? And it starts out mild. Starts out for a lot of us a little bit like, what am I doing? And then with time, just like a fire slowly starts to ignite, starts to get a little tougher. You start to become more aware of the muscles that are being used. So I just want you to stay with your breath and be reminded of how strong you are. And just stay very much focused at the center. Move a little faster if you'd like. And as these muscles, you start to feel like they're being used, and it starts to feel a little bit like fatiguey in the arms, try your best to keep the neck relaxed. We have a tendency that the neck wants to like hop in there, and so those muscles start to get a little bit strained. So try to keep the back of the neck nice and relaxed. We'll just do a few more rounds of this, and hopefully by now I'm not alone in feeling like something's happening in my arms, right? With an inhale, reach the arms up really slow. Exhale, bring your hands to heart. Go ahead and come onto all fours. If you had your toes tucked under, resist the urge to like smack them around, which I've seen sometimes people do. Just be really gentle with them, let them kind of naturally come out of that position. And just come into a few rounds of cat-cow, kind of at your own pace, moving with the breath. And cat-cow can be the traditional variation, or sometimes it can feel really good to do what I like to call sexy cat-cow, which is just kind of rolling the hips around. Gets a little more into the side body. If you've had any low back issues, this can feel really, really nice there. Just a little bit more time, kind of reminding ourselves of the mobility of our spine. Take a couple more rounds. Can you feel your hands pressing into the floor? Can you feel your feet pressing into the floor? And can you use those to start to bring the energy towards your center? And then keeping the hips over the knees, we're going to walk into puppy pose. So just walking the hands forward. It's not like child's pose because you're letting the hips stay over the knees. Should feel like a very nice shoulder opener. Spreading my fingers wide. Maybe the forehead will touch the ground. And really letting my heart center sink down towards the mat. Inhale, bring yourself up and back to downward facing dog. Make sure your fingers are spreading wide. Feet are at least hip width apart, maybe wider. And if you're doing this kind of in the morning, or it's the first thing really active you've done today, maybe pedal the legs out, start with bent knees. Just gonna feel the pose out. So again, our focus today is building heat to burn away the old, right? Letting go of all those past thoughts, whether good or bad, and focusing on being present here as we move into something new, a new phase of our life. So here we're going to rock forward to plank pose. Let your shoulders stack over your wrists. Feel the center of your body really being the powerhouse that's really working. Pull the navel up towards the spine, but then can you push into your hands a little more? Reach back through the heels, start to get the legs involved. So I'm lifting the thigh muscle towards the big femur bone. I'm rolling my upper inner thighs up towards the ceiling and pushing into my hands. And by now, hopefully, you're feeling a little bit of that heat. Inhale, you're gonna lift the right foot up and then push into the left heel as you come into just kind of a mild 3-leg down dog, just so you start to feel that stretch through the left hamstring, and maybe up into the right hip. Look between your hands, step the right foot forward. Come into a high lunge pose. So just get the right knee right over the ankle. Feel the core engage. Outer hips squeeze in to give you balance. Inhale, arms come up. So I want you to take a nice big breath in. Exhale, bring your hands out to the sides. You're going to reach the left arm forward, right arm back, come into a little twist. Take the left hand down to the floor, reach the right arm up. Come onto the outer edge of your left foot, turn the right toes to the right. Roll the chest and the belly up towards the ceiling. Exhale, right hand comes down. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale forward to plank. Kind of a nice long hold, about a minute here. So getting the shoulders to stack right over the wrists so your two arms are acting like pillars. Not letting any of that bunchiness happen in your upper back or in your neck. Pushing into the hands. Breathing nice and slow and steady through the nose. Really inviting that fire inward. We are asking for it to enter our practice today. And start to lift the left foot up. Swing it back, 3-leg down dog. Feel the stretch in the legs, the opening in the shoulders. Then look between your hands, step the left foot forward. Get set up with your foundation, and then inhale, arms come up. High lunge. Nice big breath in. Let the exhale ground you. Right arm reaches forward, left arm reaches back. Come into a twist and really feel like this center part of the body, this home to our fire, is what is turning. Take the right hand down to the floor inside the foot, reach the left arm up. Then come onto the outer edge of the right foot as you let your left toes turn to the left. Pull the belly in. Exhale, left hand down to the floor. Step it back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, forward plank. I'm going to move very slowly through chaturanga and then pause in chaturanga. So if you'd like to take your knees down, you can. Exhale, nice and slow, lower. Hold it for a breath. Exhale all the way down. Tops of the feet to the floor. Roll the shoulders back. Cobra pose. Exhale, brief pause. Child's pose, just touching the forehead down. Inhale up, all fours. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look between the hands, step the right foot forward. Drop the left heel down for warrior one. So we have heel to heel alignment, arms sweeping up. Take the right hand, touch your back, pull the right elbow in. Take a big breath into the heart. If you'd like to add the left hand, maybe you find fingers, maybe you find clothes. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale with the arms in this position. Start to bow down inside the right leg. Continue to pull the navel in towards the spine. Use your feet for balance. Outer edge of your back foot pushing into the mat. Inner edge of your front foot. Release the hands, bring them to either side of the front foot. We're going to bring all of the weight onto the right foot. Lift up so you're coming into warrior three. Maybe hands come up off the mat. Nice big breath in. So even though things are going away from the center line is what's keeping you balanced. That center core part of your body. So even though the pose looks long, it's actually very compact. Start to bend the right knee, set the left foot down by the right. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, hands out to the sides. A little bit of Jing Fonda again. Let the hands be nice and relaxed. Turn them back and forth. Continue to bring the weight back into the heels. Pull the navel in, maybe sit down a little more. Let the breath guide you, which means you start to feel like you're losing that steadiness of the breath. Maybe don't bend your knees so much. Maybe stop doing the arms. It's nice and steady. Keep going. Sit down a little more. 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 Stop the hands. Land. Boat pose. Chest lifts. Navasana. Slowly start to lower the right foot. Bring it up. Lower the left. Bring it up. One more time. Right foot lowers. Lift. Left foot lowers. Lift. Bend the knees. Just tap. Toes tapping on the ground. And then kick it out. And kick it out. Tap the toes. Kick it out. 3 more. Toes tap. Extend out. Toes tap. Extend out. Last one. Toes tap. Extend out. Cross the ankles. Plant the hands. Downward facing dog. Nice and slow chaturanga again. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, slowly lower. Pause in chaturanga. All the way down. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, tap back. It's almost like a ritual, just moving back into child's pose, letting the forehead touch the ground. Inhale, back up to all fours. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Down dog. Inhale, look between your hands, step the left foot forward. Virabhadrasana 1, right heel down. Inhale, let the arms come up. So I never want to move right away when I get into a pose like this. Try to let the breath tell me when to move. So let the exhale really guide you into the pose, maybe getting a little deeper. And taking the left hand behind your back, tap the back of your back. Maybe pull the elbow in, breathe into that before you go anywhere else. Like the heart is lifting up. Maybe right hand comes behind you. You could grab clothes, maybe you find fingers. Take another big breath in, and then exhale, hold right inside the left leg. Strong belly, strong legs. Exhale, release the hands. So all the weight comes onto the left leg, getting ready to move into warrior 3. So right leg lifts. Try and get the right heel in line with the crown of the head. You can't see it, obviously, unless you have a mirror. So try your best just to feel it. Maybe hands come up off the ground. No. Nice big breaths. Draw in towards the center. And then bend the left knee, set the right foot down by it. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, hands up to the sides. Gently curl the fingers. Rotate. Belly in. Our intention is to be present. Not just now, but for as long as you can be. Be present. Act from your gut more often than you think you should. Do what feels right. Trust that you're a good person. I know you are. And stop being so hard on yourself. Sit down a little lower. Keep going. Belly in. Maybe lift all 10 toes up off the ground. Relax the neck. Remember, we're inviting heat. We want. Sit down a little more. A little more, a little more. Land softly right into boat. You can, of course, bend your knees. You can kind of prop them up if you need to with your hands. Or let the legs go straight, arms out, chest up. Slowly lower the right. Bring it back up. Same thing, lower the left. Bring it back up, switch, right. Up, left, up, touch the toes. I'm pointing my toes, heels are up, lift the heart up. You can feel that in the core right now. And then extend out. Bring it back in, extend out, in, out. Let's do 5 more. In, out. I'm going with my gut here. Out. Keep going. Tuck the toes, cross the ankles, plant the hands, downward facing dog. Nice. Take a couple big breaths here. Feel out your down dog. What has changed, if anything has changed? What feels good, what doesn't? Just accept it all and be present. Inhale, forward plank pose. Come onto outer edge of the right foot. Left foot stacks on top. Inhale, lift the left arm up, side plank. You can always take the left foot off the top of the right. And if you've got wrist issues, you might try walking the hand a little further out, or even doing this on your forearm. Lift the hips up, open the heart. Maybe let the left foot float up. Reach the left arm over the ear. Exhale, plank pose. Deep breath in. Exhale, chaturanga. And you push it back up. Downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank, other side. Come on to outer edge of the left foot. Right foot stacks on top, or it doesn't. Maybe it's out in front. Right arm comes up. Hips lift. Heart lifts. Push the hips forward. Maybe float the right foot. Maybe reach the right arm over the ear, lift the hips. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank pose. Exhale to your forearms. Stack the shoulders over the forearms. Feel the core engage. So I'm interlacing my fingers, keeping the back of my neck loose, soft, as much as I can. Maybe try to lengthen the pose. Step the feet back a little more. It's going to get harder. I'm shaking, just so you're aware. Nice big breaths. Maybe rock forward and back. Core, core, core. Set the knees down. Child's pose. So you try to find balance. Work the core, and then we take a nice big break. Turn the palms over. I want you to invite presence and self-acceptance into your practice right here. Palms up. Go forth with the intention, not just in this practice, but in your life, of doing what is right for you, of accepting when you need breaks, of accepting taking time to take care of yourself. Turn the palms over. Inhale with strength, roll yourself up to all fours. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring the inner edges of your feet together, lift the right foot up. Exhale, pull the knee in towards the nose, keep the heel high, shift your shoulders over the wrists, and try to lightly set the right foot down. Drop the left heel down, opening up to Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Arms really strong. Feel yourself rooting down through your heels. Lifting the backs of the arms up towards the bone. Bringing heat and awareness and power to the center part of our body. Visualizing the fire that is ignited there. And turn your palms face up. I want you in both hands to recognize past and future. Take a look at your back hand. Past is here. The good, the bad, everything that has brought you to this point, we accept it, we need it, we love it. But we don't need to focus on it. Turn your attention to the front. The future, all of your hopes, your dreams, your intentions, your well wishes, they're all right here. And as important as they are, if all you do is focus here, you're going to get pulled forward and get out of balance. So I stay on the future and your goals and your intentions, but you're here present. Fire's in the belly. Take a deep breath in. Start to reach the arms up. Exhale, pull your hands down to the center. Drop the right elbow into the right thigh. Come into like a Warrior 2 twist. Take the right hand down to the floor. Reach the left arm up. Extended side angle. Feel that twist that's there. Take a nice big breath in. Exhale to slowly start to straighten the right leg if it's comfortable. You can always prop the right hand up to the shin if that feels like you have more space in the torso. So feel the twist. Feel that although you're getting pulled, right, two separate ways, we can think of it as past and future, you have to have this center, you have to have this core strength. That's where you really reside. That's where your true essence resides. Inhale, bring yourself up. Turn the right toes in. Parallel the feet, interlace the hands behind the back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold forward, Prostrita C. Squeeze the inner ankles towards each other. Lift the kneecaps up. Let the head just dangle. Not caring how far away you are from the floor. Just accepting this state that you're in right here in the center. And breathing. Exhale, release the hands down. Take the left hand right under your heart. Inhale, reach the right arm up and twist. If you'd like to get a little deeper, take the left hand to the outer right leg. Try to draw the elbow down towards the floor more and twist. Switch right hand down under the heart. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Again, to get deeper, right hand to come to outer left leg. Draw the elbow down towards the floor. Exhale, hands back through center. Turn the toes, bend the front knee. Pause in a high lunge for a moment, let the hips sink. Then plant the hands. Swing the right leg back, three-leg down dog. Bend the knee, let the foot fall to the left. You look under the right arm. And then set the right foot down. Inhale, look forward, come into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. See if you can hold it. Maybe push back up. Back, downward facing dog. Inner edges of the feet touch. Left leg goes up. Bend the knee, pull it in towards the nose. Lift the heel high. Shift your weight forward. Try to lightly set the left foot down. Drop the right heel down, coming into Virabhadrasana 2. Arms open up. Try to get your left knee over the ankle. Try to get the left thigh parallel with the floor. But trust your gut. If something doesn't feel right, if something doesn't feel good, don't do it. Arms are strong. Root down through your heels, but then imagine that it's right at like the center of your pelvis that you're actually pulling up energy. So you're rooting down, giving energy back to the earth, but you're pulling it up, and you're getting this big, good ball of energy and fire in the core. Turn the palms over. Invite the past, invite the future, but stay strong in this present center. See your intentions, see your hopes for the new year or for the new day, but hold them lightly. You work hard to get them, and yet the results don't matter so much because you're here present and you're good in the present moment. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, pull your hands to heart. Dip the left elbow inside of the right thigh and then twist like you would in a revolving pose. Take the left hand down to the floor, reach the right arm up. Keep that twisting element. And pushing through the outer edge of your back foot, start to straighten the left leg. It's okay if the hips don't stack. Try to feel spaciousness through your torso. Try to feel your belly turning and twisting your right ribs up and back as your left ribs come forward. Inhale, bring yourself up. Turn the left toes parallel the feet to get them level. Take your hands to your hips this time. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold forward. Legs are engaged. And take your peace fingers, so your middle and your index finger to your big toes. Hook them. Rock your weight forward a little bit more, and then let your elbows come out to the sides. as you start to draw the crown of the head down. So you're really using your arms, your biceps, to pull you down. Stay with your breath. Start to bend the right knee. Take the left hand to the outer right leg. Inhale, reach the right arm up and twist. Switch sides, bend the left knee. Right hand to outer left leg. Left arm comes up. Exhale, hands to the top of your mat. Turn your left toes forward. Pause in high lunge. Exhale this time. Swing the left leg back. 3-leg down dog. Bend the knee. Let the foot fall to the right. You look under the left arm. Exhale, release the left hand down. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, drop to the forearms one last time. I want you to take your feet wide, width of the mat. Push into the forearms. And then touch the left foot into the right. And then drop it back to the left side. Right foot to the left. So it's like a little dance. Left to the right. Right to the left. You can go as fast or as slow, or you can say, I'm not doing that. And just hold your forearm plank. Face relaxed. Couple more breaths. It's like we're dancing in the new year. Go ahead and take your feet back through center. Push into the forearms. Come back up to the hands. Downward facing dog. I want you to actually take the edges of your mat into your hands so you can relax a little more in this down dog. So rather than hands flat, hold on to the edges of your mat. And then really push back. With the heart moving towards the thighs, root down through your heels. Hands come back into your regular down dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Bend the knee, draw it towards your nose. Same thing, shift the weight forward, only this time right knee sets down in between the hands. Scoot the left foot back. So we're going to do a pigeon pose. I don't want you to get, or even try to get, your shin parallel to the front edge of the mat. I want you to keep the heel in close, even if it makes it less intense, which it probably will. That is what we want. Take the top of the back foot to the ground, lift the heart up. I'm going to just a little back bend. This is where pigeon gets its name, right? Puffing of the chest. And then exhale, you're going to kind of bring your body over to the left. Maybe come down to the forearms if that's comfortable, or even head all the way down. And I want you just to rest here. For some of you, this can be really intense. And for some of you, it's going to feel very, very mild. So whichever boat you're in, or if you're somewhere in between, first just notice how your body is responding to the shape, to the pose. Are there any areas that are still gripping that you can bring your awareness to and start to let go? And then can you accept, once you've done that, and it's not easy, so I'm not meaning to write that off, but once you feel like you've relaxed into the pose, physically, the harder thing even is to relax into the pose mentally and emotionally. We have a hard time being still. But this is when you can start to really understand who you are. It's these moments of stillness, especially after some heat. It's like we had said at the beginning of class, when things have kind of started to boil away and you're left with the essence. Start to feel the back of your heart move forward. as the front of your heart starts to melt into the floor. And staying as relaxed and in this hopefully happy state as possible. Just start to bring the twist over to the other side. So come over the right thigh and to the left, and that should really start to feel like it's opening up the left side body. And then just start to bring your weight into the right hip, so lean to the right, and then bring yourself up and into Janu Shirshasana. So inner edge, or the sole of your right foot into the inner edge of your left thigh. Flex the left toes, turn your belly to the left knee, and then start to fold forward. And again, accept where you're at. We all could use some nicer self-talk and some more self-acceptance, so let this be a chance for you to practice that. Just melt into the pose wherever you happen to be today. You should feel some opening in the right side of your body, and then, of course, some opening in the hamstring. And just start to crawl your hands forward, bringing them back to the top of the mat, and pushing into downward facing dog. If you'd like to take the edges of your mat again, really just kind of relax into the pose. Take a few more breaths. And bring your hands back to regular down dog. Lift the left foot up. Bend the knee. Shift your weight forward. Keep the heel high. And then set the left knee down in between the hands. Scoot the right foot back, setting up for a brief stay in pigeon, shoulders back, heart lifts. And this should help you feel like the hips are starting to grow. They might not touch, but it should feel like, oh, okay, this is like the center of the pose. And from there, start to come to the right, lowering down as you feel comfortable. You can stay on the forearms, and come down and let your head rest on the floor or on stacked hands. First, release physically into the pose, and then start to release emotionally into the pose. And once again, staying as relaxed as you can. Just switch sides. Start to cross to the left, kind of come across the thigh as much as is comfortable. And fall right back into that state, hopefully. And just start to let the weight come to the left as you push yourself up and come into Janu Shirshasana on the other side. So sole of the left foot into the right thigh. Sitting up tall, the more you spread your legs apart, the more, so the wider you make that angle, the more intense it should feel on the side opening. Turn your torso, shoot the belly so it faces the right knee, and then start to fold forward. Inhale, bring yourself up. This time, instead of coming into downward facing dog, just bring yourself into the center of your mat and go ahead and lie down on your back. So if it would feel right to take your knees into your chest, do that. If it would feel better to take the feet wide and kind of do some windshield wipers, do that. Or if it just would feel good to be still for the next few moments, do that. Start to get comfortable with lying on your back. Start to feel the back body reading the floor, growing heavy against the floor. Then I want you to take your knees into your chest if you were somewhere different than that. Have them in nice and tight. Really compact. And then start to straighten the legs up towards the ceiling. We're going to come into plow pose. So you're just going to hold on to the backs of the legs and start to draw them in towards you. And for some of you, that might be as far as you want to go today. You could take the hands to your low back. So the backs of my arms are down on the ground. I'm just going to lift my hips up and kind of flip over into the full plow. Of course, you can do this knees bent. Sometimes that actually feels really good. You can come into the pose where your knees kind of come over the ears too, and you squeeze in. Just something in this shape that feels right for you today. You can close your eyes if you'd like. Just feel the work that you've done, the fire that you built. It's starting to kind of leave you with what we had hoped for, that essence. You almost see the smoke leaving from this pose. Embers at the center of your body, still red and glowing. And it starts to be clear with what you are left with. Like digging through the ashes and finding a buried treasure. And it's unique to you, it's unique to all of us. And I think that treasure that you find buried, that is what some would say is your dharma, or your purpose, your soul. And there it is, fresh and new and ready to work. Start to let the hips grow heavy. If you're back all the way in plow pose, halasana, maybe the feet start to come up. And you gently and slowly lower yourself back down to the mat. Take the knees into the chest one more time. And then start to make your way into Shavasana, corpse pose. If there's anything you'd like to do before you find that pose, by all means listen to your body. Listen to what you need. But when you're ready, Shavasana awaits you. You can take this pose traditionally on your back. I like to take it with my arms fairly wide, legs fairly wide. You can also bend the knees. Take the feet wide, let the knees fall together. You can take this pose on your side. or even on your stomach. Once you're here, close your eyes. Feel every centimeter of your back body grow heavy. And at the same time as your back body starts to feel weighty and heavy into the mat, you feel as if the mat is rising up and holding you and supporting you. Because that is what the universe does when you have found that true being and you're acting from that place of presence. The universe does support you. In A Course in Miracles, they say that miracles are natural. They're supposed to happen. If they aren't happening, something's off, something's wrong. And I think for so many of us, things seem to not go right in our life because we are trying so hard and forcing it so hard and not acting from this place in our center in the present moment and really letting the universe and nature just unfold in front of us. So I invite that to be kind of the symbol of your Shavasana today, of letting go of the ego and the need to force things and allowing yourself to just be in this place of presence, enjoying the beauty around you and the nature around you, and acting when you need to act from that place very much at the center of your being. Start to invite some small movements back as you begin to deepen the breath. And then stretch as you would, just waking up in the morning. And then make your way over to your side. Pause for a moment. And then press yourself up into a comfortable seat. So it can be any seat. It can be the seat you started class in. It can be something totally different, whatever feels right now. We're actually going to do that meditation and the breathing that we started class with here at the end again. And this time we are going to shoot for a 3-minute practice. So again, take as many breaks as you need to, pause when you need to. But just as we were talking about as we enter Shavasana, can you not force it? Can you just let the breath come and do your best to not feel the need to make it happen and just be a witness to it? So I will start our 3 minutes. Rest when you need to. Try to keep your arms up though for as long as you can. That Y shape, thumbs up. Deep breath in, powerful exhales through the nose. Nice and relaxed in the face. Keep it as easy of a practice as you can despite its difficulty. Rest when you need to, pause when you need to, process what is happening. Come back to that place of being present in your belly. And then keep going as you're ready, about halfway through. Feel the energy start to draw itself up, creating that fire in your belly, but feel yourself enlivening up through the spine, up through the shoulders, up and out through the crown of the head. About a minute to go. You're stronger than you know and more powerful than you know, and acting from this place of center, this place of presence and strength will bring you so much more than you can even imagine. 30 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release the hands down and into your lap, bringing them into whatever position feels natural. Let the eyes be gently closed as you slip into a state of complete presence. Keeping your eyes closed, just bring your hands together in Anjali Mudra, prayer at your heart. Bow the head slightly. Just honor this new intention that you have, whether it be for the new year or the new day or just this new start for you. To let go of the worries and the concerns and that nitpicking that you have. And to let yourself reside in a place of beauty and presence and strength and power. May you act more from your gut. May you do what is right, and may you do so from a place of kindness and compassion, starting with yourself. You are more beautiful and more powerful than you know. And I'm so honored that you are here right now practicing with me and with everyone else that is joining us in this strong community of women and of people all around the world. May our intention and our strength and our light just be this wonderful place of hope for the next year and the years to come. May you be so happy and in love with yourself that you just continue to stay in this place of presence and peace, knowing that the universe is there to support you and to help you along the way, and that miracles do happen every day, and that you are one of them, and that today is one of them. Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining us with this class. You can catch a lot more classes on yoginiology.com. Check in with what we're up to. We've got some great blogs, we have recipes, we have a little shop there, and we just would love to continue to build this community of strong and wonderful people around the world, sharing their yoga, sharing their life, and helping everyone to feel connected and empowered in this global community that we live in. So I look forward to being in touch with so many more of you in 2016 and the years to come. I hope you have a wonderful New Year's and a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon.